Welcome back. Today's video we're going to be putting together the Honey Jar Hideaway note card. Here I have put one together, and you pull out the lid, open the lid, and here inside is an adorable little note card that you make little notes on it, tuck it away, and we also have some other pockets and some little tags, another note card, some fussy cuts that we stuck in there, and then on the back side I added a little cute flower and some more ephemera pieces. So that's what our project is today. And for today's project, it's going to be very simple. You'll need to have the download printable, as well as some glue of your choice. I'm using art glitter glue, and then I like to ink my edges. That's optional, so I am using just a brown toned ink, and of course scissors to cut out your pieces. And here in your kit you're going to receive two additional papers that you can choose to back your tags or your ephemera pieces. You can print it double-sided as well, so that's an option for you to use on how to use these additional papers in your kit here. So we're going to get ready here and put this together. It just takes a few minutes. I've already pre-inked all of my edges and all of my pieces for this particular jar. In the kit you get 3 jar patterns and different ephemera pieces that you can put on it, as well as tuck in the pockets. So the first thing that we're going to do is work on the attaching the note card to the jar lid. And I find that the top of this tab should be glued to the very edge of the back of the jar lid. You want it centered in there, and so I'm just going to put some glue on this tab, and then we are going to glue that down onto our jar lid. So I'll set that aside a minute. Then I am going to take, we have the jar without the lid, and then we have the jar with the lid. And we are going to glue these two pieces together. And I take the one without the lid, and I'm just going to add my glue right underneath the rim, like so, right on the edge of the jar. And then we're going to match up the edges and glue this down. Like so. Then I've already inked the edges, but I like to add a little extra inking because I can see a little bit of the white from the jar behind it. So I'm just going to add some extra ink. And we'll do this on both sides. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little ink to the back of my jar lids So if they don't match up identically, it'll just kind of camouflage, not seeing all that stark white. Okay. So this then gets tucked inside the jar, and then you want to kind of lift up the rim of the jar lid as you're tucking it in. And here you can see that my little lid should match up pretty well. And it does quite well. So the other thing, I have these little pockets, and we're going to put one of these on each side. And again, we're just going to put glue on the outer edge to create the pocket. We'll flip it over and put the other one on. Okay. Then you can make up your mind. I like to put the note card that you're going to pull out to the front. And so my front is going to have this label, the Honey Jar label. And I'm going to glue this down, but I'm not going to glue the entire back of it. I'm going to glue about half of it, and then I'm going to set that on top of the pocket, and so it'll create my little tuck spot behind here. Okay, and now we're just going to decorate it up. I have another little journal card. I'm going to stick that in the back side. I can have these two little like ticket labels. I can put a Be Kind, Happiness is Homemade, and I think I am going to use the Be Kind here. I am going to stick this little flower inside this little pocket. Let's turn it over, and I'm going to put this larger journal card on the back side as well. And then we'll poke in these Happiness is Homemade, and then this little bee that's on the flower here. And I might just have, I don't.